Fastball, he struck him out swinging. Number 11 for Tate Wolski. He strikes out the side in the fifth. Lined into center field. It's a base hit. One run is home. Otis comes to third. He'll be stopped. RBI single Jamison Coots. It's 9-8.
Carrington Cardinal Baseball is brought to you by Gar Dental, Central City Lumber, CHI St. Alexius Carrington Medical Clinic, Professional Eye Care Centers, Carrington Drug, Headlots, Arrowwood Prairie Co-op, Bickett Insurance, Sendak, Bassett Motors, Bank Forward in Carrington, High Plains Equipment, Carrington Dental Care, Leading Edge Equipment, Dakota Central, Old National Bank, DJ's Home Center, Evans Funeral Home, Farmers Union Insurance, Randy Huey Agent, Napa Auto Parts, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, the Carrington Healthy Communities Coalition, Central Pharmacy, Central City H2O Plus, and Summit Physical Therapy.
The junior stretches. He throws. Hit in the air to center. Moving over is Bickett. Squares up. Makes the catch. And Tate Wolski, a complete game 5-hit shutout with 12 strikeouts.
Now Carrington Cardinal Baseball.
On a sun-splashed Thursday afternoon at New Rockford's Athletic Field, we welcome you. It is Cardinal Baseball, and you're going to get very, very used to us over the next 3 days. 5 games over 3 days for Carrington. It starts with a Region 3 matchup with the New Rockford-Sheyenne Rockets. Happy to have you with us on a very comfortable Thursday afternoon. BJ Walters and Rick Christensen with you. And Rick, just when we think we've got this region figured out, New Rockford comes out and gets 12 strikeouts from Sky Cromlick and a walk-off solo homer from Tommy Almerish yesterday. They beat South Border, and just like that, everybody has multiple losses in this thing. And so the jockeying for position is real.
Absolutely. This year, more than any other year, I think it's as wide open as can be. Depends on who does the best job of pitching and playing defense.
And speaking of pitching, Carrington's depth will be tested these next 3 days. They've got 5 games. Now, tomorrow, don't expect to hear any big names on the mound in non-region games, but an opportunity for new guys to show that they are available 2 weeks from now.
Yes, for sure. That's the reason why you play these games and the non-region games and so on. I was talking with Wayne on the way up, even when they've played, a couple games. He's done some things that he's not going to do during the tournament when it happens. I mean, there might be some intentional bases, for certain guys at the plate and this or that and so forth. But that's why you do that. You want to see what your pitchers can do and what your defense can do. And going to be a nice stretch here for these 5 games.
It is Jack Meester on the mound for New Rockford-Sheyenne. Carrington counters with Jamison Coots getting his first career start. He has never started a game for Carrington. He has always come in relief. Today, he starts. There's more with Wayne Shipman on that and a whole lot more in just a moment as Carrington and New Rockford-Sheyenne get ready to go here on the i3G Sports Network.
Gar Dental in Carrington has your smile on the mind. Gar Dental specializes in orthodontics, cosmetic dentistry, teeth whitening, dental crowns and bridges, dental veneers, dental implants, general and family dentistry, root canals, clear aligner orthodontics, sedation dentistry, dentures, lasers, TMJ therapy, and wisdom teeth removal. Call Gar Dental today for family dentistry and beyond. Gar Dental in Carrington, 701-652-2300.
Back in New Rockford, it is the Cardinals and the Rockets coming up. A lot of baseball coming over the next 52 or so hours. We're joined by head coach Wayne Shipman. We'll get to all of that in a second, but last weekend, that was pretty fun following the Vikings, Grady being a part of the big win over Bellevue, and then VCSU almost winning the conference tournament. That was quite the weekend over in Dickinson for Grady and for his whole team.
Yeah, no, it was fun to watch. First night they played Dickinson, won 2-0. Their pitchers pitched outstanding, and then Grady pitched against Bellevue, number 2 team in the nation, and the night before the game, I just asked if he was pitching. He said, yeah. I said, well, just have fun. Do what you can do. And then he ended up, the one reliever came in, gave up a homer, and then the other one came in and shut him down for 2 1/3 or 2 2/3 or something like that, and they got the win. So that was pretty exciting for him.
So now your team, you've had a week since your last game, and now it gets really busy really quick. I know you guys are just very grateful to get these games in. You're going to have 5 over the next 3 days.
Right. Yeah, I think, if between now and end of Saturday.
Figured into that decision.
No, his last couple outings, even when we played Valley City, he came in and he did a good job. So might end up in the 3 or 4 is all. But so we're just going with Jamison today, and then on the weekend we'll see who we go with. Tomorrow it'll be guys that probably don't pitch a lot in the region. I think I might throw Max tomorrow a little bit, but other than that, we'll see what happens, see how it goes. But yeah, Jamison, he done a really good job the last couple times out, so figured we'll give him a start.
Because of the congestion of the schedule, might these next few games, maybe not Saturday, but today and tomorrow, might these be games where if a pitcher doesn't have it, it does not necessarily mean he's coming out. He might have to eat innings.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work through some of it. Today we'll do what we do. I mean, see how the game goes. If you're in it, you're gonna try to win it the best you can. You get behind by 5-6, well, then you don't use somebody we're going to be using. Today and Saturday are the big games. Tomorrow's, find out what these other pitchers can do, and are they going to be able to help us in the region tournament or not.
And you mentioned it with New Rockford beating South Border on Tommy's walk-off home run yesterday. An already wide-open region is even more so. So really, as nice as it would be to get a high seed, seeds may not matter in a couple weeks.
No. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, the nicest seed really is 1 or 2 because you're winning the first one.
Well, Coach, have some fun, and good luck out there.
All right, thank you.
That is Cardinal head coach Wayne Shipman joining us, the starting lineups, and the first pitcher next on a beautiful day in New Rockford on the i3G Sports Network.
Your first car. It may have been a fixer-upper, but you treated it right. It was your own. That's how Showplace Cabinetry approaches each crafted piece. We deliver it to you with care because it's our own. Central City Lumber can help you choose the design of your dreams. Give them a test drive. This American-made cabinetry is adaptable to your unique style and built with pride. Every single piece is back for a lifetime. Bet you wish you had that deal on your car. Stop in at Central City Lumber of Carrington and let's build a beautiful kitchen or bath that really turns heads.
Life is about moments, big or small, joyful or challenging. At Carrington Health Center, we believe everyone in our community deserves compassionate care close to home, so you can focus on enjoying those moments surrounded by the people you love. At our facility, we put the care in
physical therapy,
Radiology,
the acute care clinic.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangler, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and more. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Cardinals and Rockets just about ready to go, and right now it is time for today's Bassett Motors batting order for Carrington. They'll lead off with their center fielder Jacob Basons. The second baseman Talon Mehring hits second. The third place hitter is catcher Max Whitman. Tate Wolski, the shortstop, hits cleanup. Jamison Coots pitches and hits fifth. The designated hitter is James Rao. He bats 6th. The right fielder is Weston Ehrman. The third baseman, Isaiah Otis, hits 7th. Radke Hui is at first base hitting 8th. And Landon Clifton is the left fielder batting 9th against this New Rockford-Sheyenne defense.
Shortstop will be Thomas Almaraz. At second base will be Sky Cromlick. Easton Simon will be at first. Alex Weisenberger catching. Leighton Jacobson is the DH. And the right fielder will be Nas.
Mason Nas, yep.
Nas. Simon at third. Demister on the mound. Ruppel in left. And Kanadarud in center field.
So far this year, Jax Demister is 1-3 with a 6.13 ERA. 16 innings, 20 hits. He's walked 9 and struck out 17. It is a beautiful day for a ball game. 55 degrees, barely a cloud in the sky, and we're just about ready to go as Carrington look for their second win of the year. Jacob Basons, so far 2 hits on the year, and we are just about ready to go at 1:58 here this afternoon. The first pitch from Jax Demister is on the way, and it's high and tight. Ball 1.
Well, he's hit the ball hard a few games here, then not much to show, but he'll come around.
The 1-0 rather is low. 2 balls and no strikes for Carrington. They come in hitting .234 as a team. 2-0 the count. They did get their 1 win of the season on this field. The 2-0 is a little bit upstairs. 3-0. Basons, Mering, and Whitman here in the first. The 3-0 is high ball 4, and that is how we get underway today. And let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Live from New Rockford, this is Cardinal Baseball. All right, we'll get that ID in a minute. Here's Talon Mering. Basons at first, nobody out. The pitch. And Mering inside third and down the left field line. Around second, going to third is Jacob Basons. Vinny Rappel to it quickly to hold Basons at third. It's a double for Talon Mering.
Now batting number 9, Max.
Having a week off didn't seem to bother him.
Not even a little bit, did it? He was ready to jump on the first one he saw. And it's second and third, nobody out. Now, 2 weeks from now, Max Whitman gets an intentional walk here.
I would think so.
But on this one, he takes ball 1.
Opportunity for a couple of RBIs here for him.
The pitch is a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 to Whitman. And now he swings and gulps one in the air to second. Sky Cromlick is waiting for it, and he's got it. There's 1 down. And he just got up underneath it.
Now batting number 10, Tate Wolski.
And Tate Wolski will be the hitter.
Hopefully Tate can drive one up the middle.
Second and third, 1 out, and the pitch is high, 1-0. Now let's pause for station ID on the voice of the Cardinals.
The Cardinal is AM 1600 KDAK, Carrington, and FM 100.1 K261EW, Carrington. Locally owned and operated by I3G Media.
Wolski fouls off the 1-0, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Pretty good swing on that pitch.
Tate comes in hitting .273, and now he hits one in the air to deep center field, moving back Kanadarud, and he makes the catch. Tagging and scoring is Basons, an RBI sacrifice fly for Tate Wolski, and it's 1-0 Carrington.
Boy, he hit that one right on the nose. Nice play out there in center field.
Certainly was. And Jamison Coots will be the hitter as the Cardinals score first.
See if he can help himself out here with a base hit RBI.
RBI number 5 for Wolski. Now here's Coots. Takes ball one. He had the big first inning 2-run double at home a week ago. 1-0 with now 2 outs in the inning. The pitch. Coots hits it on the ground to and it plays. Cromlich around third is Mehring. He will score, and it's 2-0 on what I think is going to be scored an error. That took a weird hop on.
It didn't hit his glove, but he could have probably got in front of it.
Yeah, on Sky Cromlich. It's 2-0 Cardinals.
Tried to backhand that ball.
And now a strike is called to James Rao. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Those are the little things that can catch up with you when you don't make those plays.
A check swing at a pitch inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. We'd imagine that we'll see James on the mound at some point tomorrow against Hillsborough, Central Valley, or Velva. The 1-1 is a little high, 2-1. It's 318 down the left field line, 296 down the right field line, but immediately juts out to 330, 355 to the power alleys, 370 to center, and a pop-up to first. Easton Simon has it, and the side is retired. But Carrington have a very good first inning. They get 2 runs on a hit with an error and 1 left. And as we go to the home first on the Bank Forward scoreboard, it's Carrington 2 and New Rockford-Sheyenne coming right up.
Carrington Drug, your independently owned Good Neighbor Pharmacy, salutes caregivers everywhere. The ones who aid an aging parent or nurturing a sick child. The fact is, we are all caregivers at different times, and your community pharmacist is ready to go above and beyond to support you with encouragement and guidance, good times and bad. Visit with Matt Paulson and his expert staff at Carrington Drug, 415 Main Street in Carrington, caring for you and our community.
The New Rockford-Sheyenne batting order brought to you by Bassett Motors. See shortstop Tommy Olmerus, who hit a walk-off home run yesterday, leading off. Sky Cromlich bats second, plays second. Easton Simon plays first and bats third. Alex Weisenberger is on a hot streak right now. He's the catcher hitting cleanup. The 5th place hitter is designated hitter Leighton Jacobson. Jackson Simon at third hitting 6th. Jax DeMeester, the pitcher, hits 7th. Benny Rappel in left field hits 8th, and Alex Canadarud is the center fielder, batting 9th against this Cardinal defense.
Going across the outfield from left to right, you have Clifton in left, Beauchamps in center, Ehrman in right. Around the infield, you got Otis at third, Wolski at shortstop, Mehring at second, Huey at first. On the mound is Coots, and behind the plate is Max Whitman.
So far this year, Jamison Coots, 3 1/3 innings, 8 strikeouts in 3 1/3 innings. That is about, 20-something strikeouts per 9. I mean, that's a good pace.
The key will be throwing strikes. Just throw strikes and give your defense a chance.
Here's Tommy Olmerus. First pitch to him is cut on and missed. It's 0-1. Tommy hitting .297 with 3 home runs. He has scored 14 runs out of the leadoff spot. That's exactly what you want out of that number 1 spot in the order. The lefty throws, and it's a comebacker. Right back to him, and Coots throws to Huey in time. There is 1 down in the inning.
Good pitch. Had him out in front. Right back to him.
Now here's Sky Cromlich. Sky comes in hitting .162, and when I typed that in, my first, second, and third thoughts were all, it's that left shoulder problem that's getting him. There's ball 1. He's got that injury from football, and when you're a right-handed hitter, Rick, how important is that left shoulder and that front side?
Unbelievably important to your follow-through and a consistent swing and so forth. That he's a heck of a hitter.
The 1-1 is in the dirt. 2-1 from Jamison Coots, who basically is fastball curveball. He might try to throw a changeup, but not very often. 2 balls and a strike to the outstanding Sky Cromlich. The pitch. He looks at one inside. 3-1. With the very dangerous Easton Simon on deck and the even more dangerous Alex Weisenberger in the hole. The 3-1. And Cromlich bounces one off the right side of the plate foul. 3-2.
Good pitch. Had him out in front there. 3-2. See what he does with this one.
Facing Coots can really mess with your timing because he's not going to throw it hard at all. 3-2. The lefty throws, and it's inside, ball 4. So 1 out base runner brings up Easton Simon.
Number 23, Easton Simon.
Easton on the season hitting .467 with a .590 on base percentage. I don't know about you, but where I come from, those are some pretty good numbers.
Yeah, he's just a terrific athlete, terrific ball player. Always dangerous at the plate.
First pitch outside, 1-0, gets away, and down to second is Sky Cromlich on the wild pitch.
Going to be real important for Jamison to be around the plate. Ball tails a little bit and so forth when he throws his fastball. And he's got a decent curveball.
1-0 into the stretch. He throws. Popped up, foul, and out of play. 1-1. He's very much like Jacob Basons in that not going to overpower you, but if he's throwing strikes, he can be really good.
Yep.
1-1 the count. Cromlich at second, 1 down, last of the first. The pitch hit him. And there's 2 on for Alex Weisenberger. And I'll tell you why that was a bad idea. Because Alex Weisenberger, the numbers are a little misleading. He's hitting .469 with a .564 on base. You say, BJ, how's that misleading? That's up 160 points in a week and a half. He's smoking hot right now at the plate.
Yeah, he's a cleanup batter for a reason. Just got to settle in here.
Middle infield looks for 2.
Throwing strikes.
Cooch checks his runners and throws, and it's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He might have stolen a strike right there.
Good pitch.
Sure was. 0-1 the count. Coots stretches. He works the third base side of the rubber, and he throws. And it's a cut and a miss, 0-2. And now he can play with them a little bit here because he's way out ahead, 0-2.
I don't think I'd throw him a curveball. Throw something that tails away off the plate.
0-2. The pitch. Hit on the ground through the left side, a base hit. Coming around third is Cromlich. He will score. It's an RBI single for Alex Weisenberger, and it's 2-1. Just a good piece of hitting.
Yeah, probably a little bit too good with 2 strikes, but again, you're trying to, they're trying to do their best out there. And I remember talking to a boy that was pitching for us over at Dakota Prairie, and he said, that's too good a pitch for 0-2. And he looked in the dugout and he said, hey, all I'm trying to do is throw it over the plate and get a strike.
As Coots did there. It's 0-1 against a .357 hitter, Leighton Jacobson, with 7 RBI on the year. 0-1, the pitch is popped up to short. Tate Wolski says he has it. He does. And there's 2 down. And I have to say, Rick, I'm a little surprised the infield fly was never called there.
Yeah, it should have been.
Because that wind is, it's not terrible, but it is blowing, and you don't want to put the base runners in a bad spot.
No, that should have been called.
Here's Jackson Simon. Jackson comes in, hitting .353, and the first one to him is low, 1-0. 2 on, 2 out, and 1 home. We're 2-1 in the last of the first on the Bank Forward scoreboard. Coots in his first career start stretches and throws. Hit in the air along the left field line, moving over his Clifton into a dive, and he almost made the play. It's a foul ball. My goodness, Landon Clifton almost made that play. That would have, I guarantee you, that would have been on This Week in Carrington Sports if he would have caught that.
He got a terrific jump on that, too, for a seventh-grade athlete out there. Just a tremendous effort. Went a long way.
Speaking of busy, that's going to be a busy show this Sunday with track running 3 times, all the baseball, all the softball. Golf is in action today, second meet of the week. Very, very busy. The 1-1 is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Boys golfer at Edgeley Cole Montpelier today. I'm pretty sure New Rockford's there too, actually. I'm almost certain, which probably means Jackson Schumacher's ahead of everybody. The 2-1 is low, 3-1. You talk about a tremendous golfer. I think Carrington have competed in 6 tournaments this year, including today. He's won 4 of them.
Wow.
That's crazy. Here's a 3-1. Hit on the ground through the right side, a base hit. Coming around third, Easton Simon. He will score. Well, if you're going to give an E4 to Sky Cromlick, you have to give one to Talon Maring on that one. It's 2-2.
Now batting number 1, Jackson.
Yeah,
Easter.
a couple of bad hops, but you just got to try to get that body in front and knock it down.
And now we are tied. 2-2. Here's Jax DeMeester. Jax comes in hitting .250 with 8 RBI. Now Coots tries to escape with a tie game intact. The pitch is a ball just off the outside, 1-0. At third base, Weisenberger. At first, Jackson Simon.
I think Jameson's worked a little bit now in a shorter slide step in that. That's pretty, that one was a little longer, I guess, but.
1-0 is outside, 2-0. Yeah, it's not the big, exaggerated leg raise that we're used to from Jamison Coots. 2-0. Here it is. Runner bluffs, and it's a strike, 2-1. This is the first of 2 games today for the Rockets. They will play Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Edgeley at 4:30.
So far, I think they're respecting the arm of Max just like they did over in Carrington.
2-1, check swing, he went 2-2.
See if they send the runner this time.
2-2 is typically a good count to go ahead and do that on.
Especially with 2 outs.
The runner does not go, and the 2-2 is in the dirt. Now he absolutely will be going. Jackson Simon from first. Radke, who he's playing back. He's not holding him on. Well, now he comes to the bag on 3-2 with 2 outs. Why? He's running, I promise. There he goes. The 3-2 is swung on and popped up foul. Straight back, still 3-2. I've seen that more and more in the high school game, and I don't understand why you're holding a runner on 3-2 with 2 outs. He's running no matter what.
For sure. He's a little inexperienced, I suppose.
There he goes again. The 3-2 is outside ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Vinny Rappel.
Tried a curveball there, 3-2.
21, Vinny Rappel.
Vinny is hitting 167, 5 for 30 with 3 RBI. He's got 3 on the bases here. First pitch, and Vinny pops it up. Behind the plate, does Whitman see it? He does not.
Dropped.
And it drops near Jamison Coots for a foul ball, 0-1. Vinny gets a second life.
Jamison should have called that. He had kind of the angle and so forth. He should have just taken charge. See if that hurts him. Those are the key things. You got to make them plays.
29 pitches already for Coots. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And now you're way ahead. When you were 0-2 on Weisenberger, you gave him something to hit.
That last pitch, he was behind the fastball. I'd throw him a fastball again.
Here's the 0-2. Fastball hit off the very end of the bat. Foul. You cannot cue shot a ball more than that.
For sure. I'd come back with it again, though.
0-2 again. Coots rocks to the wind and fires. Popped up along third. It's headed out of play. And it is out of play. Still 0-2. That's the 32nd pitch of the inning for Jamison Coots. If you were with us the other night for softball, Callie Hewitt hit an SUV on the hood with a home run. Here's the 0-2 on the way. In the dirt, gets away, and Weisenberger scores to give the Rockets a 3-2 lead. On the wild one.
That's where that misplay there to get that third out is costly. But you just gotta come back now and get this third out.
A hit here makes it a large inning. It's 3-2 right now. Second and third, 2 down. Coots from the full wind brings it home, and it's fouled straight back by Rappel. It's still 1-2.
What really hurts more than anything of not making the play is the number of pitches you have to continue to throw in the inning.
At least 6 more. This will be the 6th since the foul ball. The pitch is taken for a called third strike over the outside corner, and the side is retired. But 3 runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left. And at the end of 1 wild inning in New Rockford on the Bank Forward scoreboard, it is the New Rockford-Sheyenne Rockets 3 and the Carrington Cardinals 2.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Head on over to Headlocks of Carrington for some great deals after the Cardinals game. If you and your friends come in sporting any Cardinals gear, you'll not only receive the friendliest service around, but also special discounts. Ask for more details and visit us on Facebook for all of our happenings.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
There's no community like a Cenex community. That's why every Cenex store is proud to serve theirs by supporting local athletic teams, promoting the arts, and making sure each store is a place its neighbors can find what they need, catch up with their friends, and stay connected. It's also why we give back, helping to make the wonderful places we call home the best they can be. The store next door, powered locally at Cenex.
Visit your local Arrowwood Prairie Co-op in Carrington, Wimbledon, Cooperstown, and Sutton.
It's a 3-2 game on the Bank Forward scoreboard as we go to the second inning. Lower third of the order, Isaiah Otis, Radke Huey, and Landon Clifton against Jax DeMeester. Otis comes in hitting .125. He's 2 for 16 with 3 RBI and 3 walks.
Still waiting for him to get kind of in that groove a little bit of a little bit better contact. He's a decent hitter. Last year he put the ball in play really good.
He had that 3-hit game against Nelson County Midkota in Tolna when we were all freezing. The only thing wasn't freezing was Isaiah's bat that day.
Yeah, for sure.
First pitch from DeMeester is swung on and missed. Good cut. It's 0-1.
Really good swing. Head was on the ball, too. Like I said, he's a good hitter. Just waiting for him to get some breaks.
The 0-1 is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Isaiah Otis. That's 19 pitches for Jax DeMeester. 10 balls and 9 strikes. The 1-1 is a little low. 2-1. Boy, that's a nice tight breaking curveball.
I would have had a hard time taking that pitch.
I would too. 2-1. Here it is. And it's high and tight. 3-1 with Radke Huey on deck. Wayne Shipman coaching third. Luke Coots at first. Here's the 3-1. And that's outside. Ball 4. A leadoff walk for Isaiah Otis. And that will bring up Radke Huey.
Now batting number 18, Radke Huey.
Radke hitting 200. He's got 2 hits and 10 at-bats.
Not sure what Wayne will have him do right now. Probably tournament, a little different story. He's swinging away.
Now, if he were to get on, it would be the most obvious bunt situation in the history of the sport. And it's because Weston Erman can bunt. B, 9-hole hitter. You want to get it to the top of the order. The 0-1 is hitting the air to left. Moving back as Rappel. He's got it. And there's one down.
I'm really impressed with him for a 7th grader. He really puts the ball in play. I mean, he did that against one of the better pitchers in the whole region over there at Lemoore.
And it's not Weston Erman. It's Landon Clifton. Good correction by the public address ladies. Landon from the right side takes a curveball for a strike. It's 0-1. So far this year, Landon Clifton 2 for 8 with 3 runs scored and 2 walks. These 7th graders are going to be really good. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt. Wow, what a play by Weisenberger to block that and keep the double play in order.
Great stop.
Wow.
Yeah, these might turn into different situations during the tournament and that, but I think you want to see what these younger kids can do, swinging the bat and that too. So good opportunity for that.
The pitch is inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. This is the thing that I think I've been the most impressed by. For 7th graders, these are 12 and 13-year-old kids who know the strike zone. They don't go chasing.
Nope,
2-1 is a strike, 2-2.
I did that state tournament they had last year for the young, and they got some nice players. They really do.
2-2, the pitch. And Clifton swings and strikes out. And there's 2 down for the top of the order, and Jacob Basons, who walked on.
Jacob Beauchamps. Oh my gosh. Struggling a little bit.
A 4-pitch walk and a run scored in the first.
See if Jacob can find a way to get that base hit.
Well, he's now seen 5 pitches, and if we're being fair, none of them have been all that close. 1-0 from Demeester to Basons. The pitch. He fouls it straight back, had a good cut at it, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. There's not a huge lead going on with Isaiah Otis at first base.
We're just going to mention that. He's got to get off there a little bit further.
Otis about a step off the bag. Now he gets a little more, the 1-1. Basons looks at 1 high, 2-1.
He should be off where you have to take at least 1 step and dive back on your lead. You could fall back on the base where he's at.
2-1. The pitch. Basons smokes 1 out to left. Starting back now, coming in is Rappel. He's got it. And the side is retired. So Carrington get a walk but nothing more. And at the end of an inning and a half at the athletic field in New Rockford, it is still the Rockets 3 and the Cardinals 2 here on the I3G Sports Network.
When you're thinking about insurance, think of Bickett Insurance. Bickett Insurance, through our partnership with Auto Owners Insurance, can take care of your farm, home, auto, business, or life insurance needs. The agents at Bickett Insurance have over 115 years of insurance experience. We know how to design policies to protect the things important to you. Give Bickett Insurance a call today.
Better get Bickett. Bickett Insurance Agency. Better get Bickett. Bickett Insurance Agency.
Here at Sendak Cooperative, we're here to provide you with all the products and services you've come to rely on for your farm operation. Please give us a call for all your fertilizer, seed, energy, and fuel needs for this year's growing season, and let us help you with all your grain marketing decisions. You can contact us today at any of our locations in Central North Dakota or visit us on the web at sendakcooperative.com. Sendak Cooperative, helping farm owners grow and succeed today and into the future.
It'll be 9-1-2 in the New Rockford-Sheyenne order here in the second. Alex Canadarud, Thomas Almaris, and Sky Cromlick against Jamison Coots. And for Alex Canadarud, he comes in hitting .235 with a .350 on-base percentage. He's got an RBI. He's scored 5 times.
Lefty versus lefty here. We'll see what... I think he's left-handed.
I believe that's right. Yeah, he's the one lefty in the order. That's right.
Now batting number 5, Alex Canadarud.
Of course. The Canadarud name in center field for New Rockford, kind of synonymous with one another.
Yep.
First pitch to him. And Canadarud, was that a bunt or a swing through it?
He's trying to bunt to get on.
He was trying to bunt. All right. His hand wasn't far enough up the bat to make it look like a true bunt. That was strange.
He was actually moving in the batter's box.
The 0-1 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. I have a story about that with softball, and it's one of the things that in all my years of broadcasting made me the most angry on the air. Here's the 1-1, bounces in 2-1. So I'm calling a softball game and down in Texas, and a girl goes up there to slap. And she, slaps at it, fouls it off with 2 strikes. No problem. Gets back in the box. Here comes a 2-1 to Canadarud. Hit on the ground, back to Coots. He snares it and throws the first one down.
Good pitch there. Might have been a little low, but he got the bat and the ball. Good play by Jamison.
And it is back to the top of the order, and Tommy Olmeris, who did the same thing to begin the first inning.
Important to get that number 9 batter. Get that first out.
So batter steps back in, ready to go again. Umpire tells her, go to the dugout. What do you mean go to the dugout? First pitch. Olmeris takes inside ball 1. What do you mean go to the dugout? Head coach comes out. Did I hear you say go to the dugout? What are you talking about, go to the dugout? 1-0 the count. The pitch. Outside 2-0. And this is why it made me so upset on the air. Umpire said that was a bunt attempt. It's a slap. Everybody knows what a slap is. Or so I thought. The 2-0 is lined into right center field. That's a base hit. And Tommy Olmeris just keeps hitting. He's aboard with 1 out.
Now batting number 2, Sky Kramlich.
And Sky Kramlich will be the hitter.
And
this is in a playoff game, mind you. Like, come on. We should know this stuff.
Wow, yeah.
Kramlich walked and scored in the first.
Yeah, that was a big out getting that number 9 batter out, but top of their lineup was pretty decent.
It sure is. The pitch is hit on the ground through the left side, a base hit. To second is Olmeris. He'll hold right there, and it's back-to-back singles.
Now batting number 23, Easton Simon.
And now you get into the meat of the order with Simon and Weisenberger and Jacobson.
Yeah, they've got, like I said, a pretty good 1 through 5 in the lineup for sure, and they're big, strong kids.
2 on, 1 out. We're in the second. Coots has thrown 43 pitches. And showing bunt is Easton Simon. He takes a strike. Well, you know what? He bunted in Carrington.
Well, they're trying maybe that to see if he was charging there at third because he came hard there and he stole. Nobody covered. So I think they've worked on that a little bit.
It sure looked that way.
And he did what he was told because that's what Coach told me.
0-1 is popped up to second, and Mehring makes the catch. 2 down. And you know what? That's good on Isaiah Otis because it shows that he's coachable.
Yep. And we just talked about that on the way up. I drove the bus, and we talked about that play, and he did exactly what Wayne told him to do.
Now, Alex Weisenberger singled home a run in the first. It's 3-2 in the last of the second inning. Rockets leading. If Rockford-Sheyenne win this one, then that game they have this afternoon with Lemoore becomes pretty important. The pitch is outside 1-0, and I mean that in the sense that the winner of that game could be in the driver's seat to not have to play one of those first 2 games and use up a pitcher in 2
sure.
weeks.
Boy, just look at these new Rockford athletes. These top, my God, they're put together.
That's outside 2-0.
Now you know why their football team won back-to-back state championships.
And they're not just put together. They're the fastest team in 9-man by 1,000,000 miles. 2-0, the pitch. Outside 3-0 to Weisenberger. Is this the old intentional walk? Because I don't blame him.
I don't know if that's the case for sure, but maybe trying to just pick the corners a little bit. And
3-0 in there, 3-1. There is going to be so much strategy at the regional tournament because all of these teams have really good 1 through 5s in their lineups. The 3-1 fouled off 3-2, and now the runners will get going.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting tournament.
And we will have the entire thing for you here on the KDAK, the Cardinal YouTube channel, and on radio on our sister station, KXGT Thunder Country 98.3. The runners go. The payoff pitch is ball 4. And they're loaded for Leighton Jacobson. Jerry Edwards will tell you the story of day 1. Ricky Clobbercamp and maybe Rick Christensen will join him. Ricky on day 2, and I'll be there for day 3 as long as day 3 is on the Wednesday. Really looking forward to it. Leighton Jacobson stares down strike 1. He flied out to Tate Wolski in his first at bat.
Big out here if he can get him.
The 0-1. Jacobson watches it outside, 1-1. We'll have every single game of the regional tournament right here on the I3G Sports Network. 1-1. Here it comes from Coots. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Meanwhile, here on KDAK, the Cardinal, provided they win next Saturday, we will have Cardinal softball from Thompson in the regional tournament. Here's the 1-2 on the way from Coots. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and Coots gets out of the inning with his second strikeout. No runs on 2 hits with no errors and 3 left. And at the end of 2 complete innings at the athletics field at the back-to-back 9-man state champion New Rockford-Sheyenne Rockets, it is still New Rockford-Sheyenne leading Carrington by a count of 3-2.
Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
Hi, this is James at Bassett Motors. Let's test drive a new Chevrolet together. Stack up the savings with discounts and rebates combined with 0% financing for the lowest payments of the year. See us online at BassettMotors.com or call us 701-652-2955. Or better yet, stop in and see our wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
Where our customers send their friends.
This is Bryn Hansen, a senior at Deluxe Burlington High School and the 2025-26 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. Activity programs provide valuable lessons for practical situations, teamwork, sportsmanship, winning and losing, and hard work. Through participation in activity programs, students learn self-discipline, build self-confidence, and develop new skills to handle competitive situations. These are qualities the public expects schools to produce in students so they become responsible adults and productive citizens. This has been a public service message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association and this radio station.
Cardinals trail New Rockford-Sheyenne by a count of 3-2. BJ Walters, Rick Christensen back with you in New Rockford. It'll be Talon Mering, Max Whitman, and Tate Wolski here in the third against the right-hander Jax DeMeester, who I thought had a better second inning than a first inning.
Yeah, he's found a little bit of a groove there. Don't know so much about him. And so on, but got a decent arm for sure.
He's the quarterback on next year's team, I can tell you that. We're talking about New Rockford trying to three-peat, and I don't know how many times that's been done. I know Cavalier was the last team to repeat before they did this fall. Here is Mering, who ripped a double down the left field line in the first inning. Talon already has more hits than he had last season. The pitch. And he takes ball 1.
See if he can stay hot.
I tell you, he may be the most important hitter going into the postseason just because he's the guy in front of Max Whitman.
Yep, for sure. He's really been hitting the ball well.
That's low. 2-0 with Whitman and Wolski to follow. It's 3-2. Bank Forward scoreboard. Third inning. Rockets leading. Here's a 2-0. And that's high 3-0 to Mering.
Yeah, both pitchers struggling to consistently throw strikes. It's big.
3-0, and Mering's taking all the way. It's 3-1. Speaking of likely state champions in the fall, Talon Mering's sisters team. The 3-1 is swung on and fouled off to the right, 3-2. And because we don't want to jinx anything, that's all we'll say about it.
Right.
But they've got a great shot. The 3-2 is on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. And how about Jax DeMeester coming all the way back from 3-0 down?
Yeah, and surprisingly, the way he's been swinging the bat, he must have just thought it was a little outside.
Jax has thrown 20 balls and 19 strikes, but he's got 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. Max Whitman flied out in his first at bat, and here he takes inside 1-0.
See if Max can get a hold of one here.
The wind is pretty much non-existent. The 1-0 is a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 to the senior, and Whitman hits it on the ground towards short. Almaris charges, throws to first, and it gets by the first baseman. Max Whitman down to second base on an E6, and he's halfway down the line towards third before he goes back. It's an E6, and the tying run is in scoring position.
Now batting number 10, Tate Wolski.
And here's Tate Wolski, who had an RBI sacrifice fly.
Another one of those plays. It was a tough play. Decent throw, couldn't scoop it out.
His RBI scored a run in the first. Now DeMeester throws, and Wolski looks at ball 1, and it looked to me on that pitch, Rick, that Max Whitman is trying to get Jax DeMeester to balk.
Yeah.
He's a 1-0. And now Wolski into left field. That is caught on a sliding grab by Vinny Rappel. Throw back to second late. But Vinny Rappel robs Tate Wolski of a base hit and maybe an RBI. 2 down.
That's this game of baseball. He's hit 2 balls right in the nose and 0 for 2, but, well, 0 for 1 technically. I guess he got a sac fly on the first one, but can't do anything more than that. Hit the ball hard, and tip your hat to the defense out there making a play.
Jamison Coots takes ball 1. He reached on an error by the second baseman back in the first inning. That brought home a run. The 1-0 fouled off the end of the bat, 1-1.
Well, see if he can get a base knock here and tie the ball game up.
With Whitman's speed, anything to the grass will do just that. Here's the 1-1. And Coots swings over the top of it. It gets away from Weisenberger. It's strike 2, and now the wild pitch moves Whitman to third. Tying run 90 feet away for Carrington. What wind there is blowing in from deep right to shallow left. The pitch, Coots hits it on the ground to his dad, who almost makes the play, but not quite. Yes, we're going to give Luke grief about that because that's a play that Rick makes 100 times out of 100. Now the 1-2 hit on the ground. Ooh, off his foot and foul. Still 1-2.
Hanging tough.
What do you think your fielding percentage was down at first over the years?
Well, I was at third most of the time, and I bailed.
The pitch is hit on the ground, foul again. All right, so he's pulled 3 straight foul balls. What does that tell you?
Defense should be shifting.
Is he flying open too quick?
Timing, I think, just a little bit. I can't tell if the pitches are outside and he's pulling off a little bit, but ooh.
1-2 is just off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That is pitch number 51 for DeMeester. His 52nd is hit on the ground, foul towards first again. Oh, and Luke misplays that one. We're going to have to get Angela to give Luke some training.
I can't tell if they're trying to pitch him outside and he's just opening up a little bit, or
2-2 the count. The pitch is outside, ball 3. This is a great at bat by Jamison.
Absolutely.
This is the 10th pitch of this at bat. It's on the way. And Coots lines it on a hop to second. Cromlech fields and throws to first in time. The side is retired. For Carrington in the inning, No runs on no hits, 1 error and 1 left. And now at the end of 2.5 on the bank forward scoreboard from New Rockford, it remains the Rockets 3 and the Cardinals 2.
Running tough, running strong. High Plains Equipment.
High Plains Equipment is your authorized Case IH dealer serving farmers around Carrington, Devils Lake, Rugby, and Harvey. When you're ready to invest in a new piece of quality Case IH equipment, their friendly, knowledgeable sales, financing, service, and parts departments will make sure your experience is outstanding. Visit highplainseq.com to connect with your local Case IH High Plains Equipment location. Many dream of 5-star hotels and 5-star restaurants. What about 5-star treatment from your dentist? That's exactly what you'll get at Carrington Dental Care. Dr. J's and Dr. Chaz's gentle, relaxed, and friendly atmosphere will give you a full-service dental experience with 5-star customer service and care. Carrington Dental Care will give you 5-star dental treatment for the entire family. New patients are always welcome. Visit thecarringtondentist.com or call 701-652-2801.
A lot of baseball coming up for you here on KDAK, the Cardinal, and YouTube. Tomorrow it is back at home at 11:45 a.m. as the Cardinals take on Hillsborough Central Valley. And then at 3:45 p.m. against Velva Drake Animus. And then those same time Saturdays, slightly more important games against Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Edgeley, and Kidder County, respectively.
Yeah, there should be a decent Hillsborough team coming in and Velva, so be a good opportunity to go against some good competition.
Hillsborough might be the favorite in Region 2 if Thompson doesn't figure it out like they always do. Because Hillsborough beat Thompson 11-1 in 5 innings a couple weeks ago.
Number 22, Jackson Simon.
Jackson Simon reached on an error in his first at bat.
Important here now, you got out of the bases loaded, throw strikes.
First pitch, throws a strike. It's 0-1. It'll be Simon, DeMeester, and Rappel here in the last of the third of a 1-run game. The 0-1, low, 1-1. It is ironic. We'll get to it as this at bat progresses. The 1-1 on the way, high, 2-1, and I think it speaks well to the kids that every time there's been a game where Wayne has said, well, if we fall too far behind, we're not going to use up pitching. The 2-1, inside ball 3. Every time he has said that to one of us, his team has gone out and performed pretty darn well. That Lemoore game comes to mind.
Yep, for sure.
3-1 the count. The pitch on the way from the sophomore, and it's popped up. The first baseman, Huey, says he's got it, and he does not. It's dropped for an E3.
That's just something he's got to shake off. He's a young ball player.
Now batting number 1, Jackson.
That wind is tricky here when it gets way up in the air.
Yep, and it's blowing in, so that made it a tough play.
Just one of those things.
Jax DeMeester walked in his first at bat. Coots out of the stretch, throws. A strike, it's 0-1. Now, I don't know how much summer time Huey has at first base, but we have not seen him at first base in this spring yet until today. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Played many games here, or coached many games here. I played some amateur games here too, and I mean it's deceiving when that ball gets way up there.
Another pop-up. This one is Wolski's, and even he has to come in 3 steps after going to the edge of the grass to make the catch. So that wind is no joke right now.
Now batting number 21, Vinny Rappel.
And here's Vinny Rappel, who struck out in his first at bat. If you can get the next 2, then you don't have to face the top of the order in this inning.
You bet.
The pitch. Rappel takes ball 1. Still a chance we get Vinny in the booth during the summer if New Rockford and Carrington are not playing on the same day. He said, yeah, I'll do a couple games. Here's the 1-0. A check swing low, 2-0.
Good block there by Max.
Let me tell you, Vinny's going to be really good at this broadcasting thing. You can already tell.
Good deal.
2-0. The pitch. Fouled straight back 2-1. Gave up football to join us in the booth and still got to be on the field while his Rockets won the state title. Here's a 2-1. It's in the dirt, ball 3.
So important to throw strikes and give your defense an opportunity here. You don't want that top of the order coming up with runners on base if you can help it.
3-1. And it's skied. Foul territory, first base side. Huey on the move. Huey still on the move. It's out of his reach. 3-2.
You noticed how he was running with his glove up in the air, and then you try to teach him sprint to that ball and then get your glove up. Like I said, he's real young.
Going to be a good multi-sport athlete. Basketball, baseball. 3-2 the count. I don't know, does he play football?
Well, I
He
think
does.
so.
3-2, and a check on the runner. And back is Jackson Simon. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Vinny Rappel.
I'll guarantee you him as a 7th grader, when that was thrown over there, he's going like, catch this ball.
Yep. 3-2. The pitch. Rappel hits one into right center field. On the move is Basons to get there and make the catch. 2 down.
There was Ehrman, the right fielder, right, ready to back up anything if needed.
They communicated better than Brian Reynolds and O'Neill Cruz do sometimes. And that frustrates the heck out of me as a Pirates fan watching that. Here's Alex Canadaverd. He grounded back to the mound in his first at bat. The pitch is outside 1-0. And soon, I'm sure I'm going to get a text from my dad who's watching going, yeah, frustrates me too.
I'm just impressed by the fact that these new Rockford runners, with their ability, are not trying to steal a base, and that's just respect for Max Whitman behind the plate.
2-0, the count to Canadaroot. Don't want to walk the 9-hole, and that's outside ball 3. Really don't want to walk the 9-hole here.
Nope. See if you can bring it all the way back.
3-0 for Coots. This will be his 73rd pitch. It's on the way, and it's a strike, 3-1.
I wouldn't be surprised if he took another one.
I would not either, yeah. 3-1. It's on the way, and it's ball 4. And there's 2 on for the dangerous, dangerous Tommy Almaris.
Now batting number 9, Thomas Almers.
He has singled and grounded back to the mound. 3rd time through here for Jamison Coots. I think this is the first time he's ever gotten to a 3rd time through a lineup.
I might move that left fielder over a little bit.
First pitch. Almaris gets hit. And the bases are loaded now for Sky Cromlech.
Now batting number 2,
Not such a terrible thing that happened.
And now a Dakota Central visit to the mound by Carrington head coach Wayne Shipman.
We're going to make a change.
And they're going to make a pitching change. So we will tell you all about the change in just a moment. Carrington trailing 3-2 and trying to keep it that way here on the I3G Sports Network.
Get ready to mow better and faster with a John Deere mower or compact tractor from Leading Edge Equipment. With a huge selection of new and pre-owned John Deere zero-turns, lawn tractors, and compact tractors, you'll be ready to tackle any project on your property. Visit leadingedgeequipment.com to view inventory or stop in for a test drive. Now through May, save 15% on mower blades, belts, and home maintenance kits. Leading Edge Equipment, proud to be your John Deere dealer in Michigan, Devils Lake, Hampton, and Carrington. Do you want to make sure homework time isn't spent on games and video streaming? Dakota Central can help. With Experience IQ, you set limits to ensure your kids aren't playing when they should be doing homework. With premium managed Wi-Fi from Dakota Central, you can create healthier internet habits for your children from the easy-to-use Command IQ app. Learn more about premium Wi-Fi and Experience IQ today at www.dakotacentral.com.
Well, what did Wayne Shipman tell us in pregame? If we keep this close, well, then we'll figure it out from there. The new pitcher is the senior Tate Wolski. Defensive changes for Carrington, the new first baseman Jamison Coots, the new third baseman Radke Huey, the new second baseman Isaiah Otis, the new shortstop Talon Maring, and Tate Wolski has come in. Wolski on the season 0-3 with a 5.25 ERA. In 12 innings pitched, 17 hits, 16 runs, 9 earned, 8 walks, and 21 strikeouts. Might this be strictly to put this particular fire out?
Right, for sure. I believe you can throw 40 or 45 pitches in just
45.
one day.
That's
one
right.
day rest.
And we know that Tate is scheduled to go Saturday. The pitch is a fastball strike to Cromlech. In fact, the idea that Wayne has been talking about is trying to use him against Kidder County and get that tiebreaker. The 0-1 is hitting the air, shallow to left, coming on, reaching up and making the catch is Landon Clifton. The side is retired. New Rockford-Sheyenne do not score, and they strand 3. And through 3 innings in New Rockford, it remains the Rockets 3 and the Cardinals 2.
Carrington sports fans, want to stay on top of all the local action? Catch what you missed by checking out the Foster County Independent. From game-changing plays to memorable moments, we've got you covered with the most in-depth sports coverage in town. And don't miss our stunning photo galleries that capture every thrilling moment and winning smile. For the latest scores, stories, and stunning sports shots, grab your copy of the Foster County Independent today or visit us online at fosterconews.com.
Here at Old National Bank of Carrington, we prefer to be the bank of choice that helps our clients fulfill their dreams, passionately supports our communities, and invest in the growth and development of our team members. Our mission has deep roots and a trusted partner. We invest our time, heart, and expertise so that our clients and communities thrive. Come see us today at Old National Bank from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday on Main Street in Carrington.
It's a 3-2 game as we go to the fourth. The line scores through 3 for New Rockford-Sheyenne. 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. They have stranded 8. Carrington, 2 runs on a hit, 2 errors. They've stranded 3. It will be James Rao, Isaiah Otis, and Radke Huey to face Jax DeMeester, who has thrown 54 pitches. And the idea here now, Rick, seems to be get Tate enough work to where he can come back Saturday against Kidder County in the 4 p.m. game.
Yeah, I think that's what he'll do, have him throw around 40-some pitches or whatever and take him out.
Rao plied out in his first at-bat. It's a 1-run game here in New Rockford, the pitch. And Rao swings through strike 1. It's 0-1. Carrington with 2 games tomorrow, not huge games, and 2 very big games Saturday. The 0-1 is a strike, 0-2.
Yeah, tomorrow will be just, going against 2 good teams, get an opportunity to get some at-bats against quality. Again, I would assume some of their things, too. You're not going to see they're probably 1 and 2 pitchers and stuff like that, but there's always a possibility. You never know how their schedule works out.
Rao strikes out on 3 pitches, and now it's Isaiah Otis who walked in his first at-bat. And he takes ball 1. Yeah, Hillsborough, Central Valley, and Belva are 2 teams that certainly believe they can get to Jack Brown Stadium in Jamestown. There's a 1-0. And there is a ball outside, 2-0.
Wow.
Great eye by Isaiah Otis.
Yes, that looked like too good to take.
2-0 in the dirt, 3-0 with Radke Huey due next.
We are pitching. We're the ones pitching. So if you add a run, you're going to have to
1-0. The pitch. Or 3-0, rather. The
think-
pitch is a strike,
I think
3-1.
Coach probably feels like if, DeMeester stays in there at the top of the lineup, he can probably scratch a few more runs across and so forth. And
There's ball 4 to Otis. He has walked twice. And that'll bring up Radke Hui, who hit the ball hard in his first at bat, out to left. One on, one out here in the fourth. It is 3-2, New Rockford-Sheyenne. This doesn't feel like it's going to be like last week's game. Good bunt by Radke Hui. Fielding as DeMeester throws to first in time. Sacrifice complete, 1-3. And with 2 down, it's up to Landon Clifton.
I don't think he wanted him bunting.
Yeah, I would, just because of where they're at in the order, I'd be a little surprised.
But it was a beautiful bunt.
Sure was. And now if Clifton can come through, this game would be tied. He's got a big hole on the right side. First pitch, Clifton takes a strike. He struck out in his first at bat. I mean, it was a great bunt. It was just...
I mean, it seems like his motions down there that he didn't want him to do that, but I could be wrong.
1 ball and 1 strike. 65 pitches for DeMeester. The pitch is high and tight, 2-1. Now, if you're Jax DeMeester, you have got to get this guy out because Jacob Basons is on deck.
And Isaiah out there needs to get a little bit better secondary lead when that ball goes to the plate.
Here's the 2-1. In the dirt, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Landon Clifton. The pitch is hit on the ground towards second. Cromlich fields and throws to first in time side. Retired. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And now, halfway through it, middle of the fourth after 3.5 in New Rockford. On the Bank Forward scoreboard, it's the Rockets 3 and the Cardinals 2.
When it's time to buy a new appliance for your home, remember DJ's Home Center. Did you know they are a locally owned business and that they have been serving this great community since 1993? DJ's Home Center services and delivers within 45 miles of Carrington, bringing you the best prices on all major brand appliances. So don't go anywhere else. Remember that DJ's Home Center is your local, low-price, best-trained appliance store. Located right by the roundabout. Go Cardinals!
Committed to serving you with compassion. Evans Funeral Home of Carrington and New Rockford. Always available with the care you require, even at the most difficult time. You can count on Evans Funeral Home to provide guidance and answers when it comes to pre-planning, finding the perfect monument or marker to honor your loved one, or for service arrangements. Contact Evans Funeral Home in New Rockford at 947-2911 or in Carrington at 652-3003.
Cardinals trailing New Rockford-Sheyenne 3-2. It's the heart of the order. Easton Simon, Alex Weisenberger, and Leighton Jacobson against Tate Wolski. And now that the book is closed on him, Jamison Coots did just fine.
Really good job.
Now batting number 23, Easton Simon.
Simon has been hit by a pitch and flied out. Tate Wolski, who is still looking for his first win of the year, will keep an eye on his pitch count. It's at 2. The pitch. Fastball, strike 0-1. Now the 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1.
Just kind of overthrew that one.
A ball and a strike. We owe you a station break. We'll get it in a second. A 1-1. Hit on the ground past the mound to Talon Maring at short. The throw to first in time. 1 down, and we pause 10 seconds for station identification. Live from the athletic field in New Rockford, this is Cardinal Baseball.
The Cardinal is AM 1600 KDAK, Carrington. and FM 100.1 K261EW, Carrington. Locally owned and operated by I3G Media.
BJ Walters and Rick Christensen back with you in a 3-2 game. Alex Weisenberger takes ball one. He's singled and walked in the game. One and 0 to the dangerous right-handed power hitter. The 1-0 is swung on and popped up, foul and out of play, 1-1. You know, the other big thing about tomorrow is you're going to see pitchers who are going to have to anchor this staff next year.
For sure. Yep.
1-1 is golfed out to left center. On the move, base ons. He won't get it. He cuts it off well, and Weisenberger's got another double, his fifth of the season.
Just a good piece of hitting there.
And with one on and one down, here's Leighton Jacobson. Jacobson has flied out and struck out. Right-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. The pitch on the way. Hit on the ground to the backhand side of short and through, a base hit, and it plays Landon Clifton. It's a single and an RBI and then an E7 allowing the runner to go down to second base, and it's 4-2 New Rockford-Sheyenne. And Jackson Simon will be the hitter. So it is an RBI single and then an E7. And now it's 4-2. And here's Jackson Simon, who has reached on 2 errors. That's 3 errors on Carrington in the game. Cardinals still only have 1 hit, by the way. The pitch is high, 1-0, and that hit was the second batter of the game, Jalen Mehring with a double inside third. 1-0 the count. Molsky stretches. He throws. Tight, 2-0. So now you want to try to shut this down as quickly as you can.
For sure.
2-0, the stretch. And the 2-0 is a strike on the outside. It's 2 balls and a strike. Runner at second, 1 out. The 2-1 is a little high. 3-1. On deck is Jax DeMeester. The 3-1 is high, ball 4. And there's 2 on and 1 out. 3 consecutive base runners after 1 were out.
Now batting number 1, Jax DeMeester.
DeMeester has walked and flied out.
Don't know that he will do this, but I wouldn't be surprised about a bunt.
The pitch. Not bunting, and he rips it into right. A base hit. Around third, and coming home is Jacobson. He will score on the RBI single, and now the throw-in gets away, and it's 5-2. RBI for Jax DeMeester.
Now batting number 21.
Isn't that something? You had Jamison in there getting those out, and you bring in a pretty doggone good thrower, and they're coming through.
Now Vinny Rappel, he's 0 for 2, and Vinny takes ball 1. So a 5-2 New Rockford-Sheyenne lead here in the 4th, and a single would expand that lead. That's outside 2-0. 2 balls to count. And here it is. Rappel takes a strike. It's 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Vinny Rappel. The matchup we've all been waiting for. Wolski and Rappel, and it's high ball 3. Tate, Vinny, and myself made up the booth in basketball.
You really want to get these 2 guys out here. You don't want to walk this guy.
Swing and a miss, 3-2.
Don't want the top of the order coming up with the bases loaded, that's for sure.
No, not this top of the order, you don't. Because it can balloon in a hurry. 3-2, big pitch. And it's taken for ball 4. And the bases are loaded for Alex Canadarud. He has walked and grounded out.
Now batting number 5, Alex Canadarud.
Left-handed center fielder, sophomore. First pitch to him is a strike. It's 0-1. Awfully hard to ask for this, but you'd like a double play here.
Absolutely, you don't want...
That's low, 1-1. And Tate Wolski's pitch count is already at 23. He can't throw more than 45 if he's going to start Saturday. The 1-1 is a strike, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Wolski says yes and throws home, and it's swung on and missed. He struck him out. 2 down in the inning. And that will bring up Tommy Almaris. And this becomes the biggest at bat of the game.
Absolutely, for sure.
Tommy has singled, been hit by a pitch, and grounded to the mound. After hitting the walk-off homer yesterday against South Border, the pitch hit in the air to center. Moving back, Basons still going, reaches out and makes the catch. And the side is retired. 2 runs on 3 hits. But for the 3rd time in 4 innings, New Rockford-Sheyenne leaves the bases loaded. It's 5-2, on to the 5th on the Bank Forward scoreboard here on the I3G Sports Network. Central City H2O of Carrington has all of your beverage, water bottle, dispenser, and vending needs covered. They serve a 15-county area and deliver to home, office, and work sites a line of water and other products. Visit CentralCityH2O.com or call 701-652-2141. Visit them on Facebook for more information about in-home and office deliveries and the products available. Hydrate your home and office. Central City H2O of Carrington. We supply the water and vending you need where you need it.
Carrington House Movers specializes in taking care of your building from where it is to its new destination. With their local location, it's easy to get a hold of them and get the job done. With nothing but 5-star ratings, there's no job they can't do. Carrington House Movers. Call them at 701-652-2378 for pricing and information. 652-2378. Carrington House Movers. Find them on Facebook or call them at 701-652-2378.
Rick, you coached this game a long time, and that last inning was proof of it. Why do hitters, and good hitters, so much prefer facing higher velocity pitchers? Because they weren't hitting Jamison Coots very well. Tate Wolski comes in throwing 15 miles an hour faster, and they hit the ball.
Yeah, it's just the strange thing about this game and stuff like that. Of course, he was a lefty, and the ball tails a little bit, and different looking curveball and stuff like that. But, yeah, it just seems like that's how it goes.
Jacob Basons, Talon Maring, Max Whitman here in the 5th of a 5-2 game. The pitch is high and tight to Basons, who has walked and flied out.
Big inning for the Cardinals here. They need to get something going.
1-0 to JB. Is smacked in the air to center. Going back, Canadarud. Now he squares up and makes the catch, 1 down. And just a continuation of the lack of luck this season for Jacob Basons.
Yes, he puts the ball in play, hits the ball pretty hard. It's just one of those things. Keep doing it. Keep swinging.
Talon Maring has Carrington's only hit, a double down the left field line in the 1st, the pitch. And now he reaches out and pokes it on the ground to Sky Cromlick. Throw to first, 2 away.
That's just a perfect example of you got a 5-2 lead, you come out here and you throw strikes. You got 2 outs and, 3 pitches?
That's right, and 3 pitches. And now it's Max Whitman who has flied out and reached on an error.
Sometimes I think pitchers who do throw hard overthrow because they want to strike everybody out, but That's not what you have to do.
Ball 1 to Max Whitman, the pitch. Ball 2. He has flied out and reached on an error. 2-0 the count. The pitch. Whitman takes a strike at the knees. It's 2-1. If the inning continues, Tate Wolski is next. The 2-1. And Whitman pops it up to first. Easton Simon has it. A very efficient, very quick 1-2-3 inning. And just that quickly, it's on to the bottom of the 5th with New Rockford-Sheyenne still leading Carrington on the main forward scoreboard by a count of 5-2.
Napa is your source for quality auto parts for your car or truck in Carrington. Let us use our Napa know-how to help you find the right battery, brakes, filters, headlights, wipers, or other parts you need to get your job done. We also stock tools, equipment, and many other items for cars, heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farm equipment. Order your parts online or drop by today at 490 8th Street North. Call 652-3663. Your Carrington Napa Auto Parts team looks forward to serving you today.
On the field, every second counts, and when injuries happen, you need a hometown advantage. At JRMC Orthopedics, our local team offers fast access to expert care, so you don't have to travel out of town. From sprains and all the way to joint replacements, every same day, we've got you covered. The best plays start with getting back in the game. Orthopedic care that keeps you moving. It's right here. Visit jrmcnd.com to learn more.
Cardinals trail 5-2. Defensive changes. New shortstop, Tate Wolski. New pitcher, Talon Maring. And give us a rundown of Talon while I figure out why people are looking at a black screen.
Well, hopefully Talon can come in here, and your job is to throw strikes. And I think they saw that in the last inning with DeMeester has settled in and throwing strikes, and he probably threw 6-7 pitches there in that inning against top of our order. Throw strikes, and there's a line drive to center field. Strikes by Maring. Easton Simon. Easton Simon's at the plate now for New Rockford. 1 ball, no strikes. On the inside corner, the way it looks, for a 1-1 count. That goes right through the legs of Otis at third, E5, and Simon will reach on an air. 1 out here in the inning. Weisenberger to the plate. Maring doing his job, throwing strikes. Ball just got down underneath past Otis. The first pitch to Weisenberger is a ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Simon getting his lead over there at first. Inside, ball 2. 2-0 to Weisenberger. Again, I've mentioned it a couple of times, but they're really respecting the arm of Max Whitman behind the plate. No attempts. That's a ground ball through the left side, base hit. So we have runners on first and second with 1 out.
Now batting number 20, Leighton Jacobson.
That'll bring Leighton Jacobson to the plate with 1 out. That was a base hit to left field. starts him off with a curveball and gets a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Fisted is going to be a tough play. And that's going to be a infield hit. Slow roller to the right side. That'll bring the bases loaded. And Jackson Simon to the plate with only 1 out here in the inning. New Rockford has left the bases loaded 3 times in this game. We'll see what happens here in the 5th. Well, he hit him. That'll bring in a run from third base. An RBI. Plate going to try to help himself out with only 1 down. And that's hit down the left field line and foul. Rappel at the plate right now with 2 down.
Well, I can't exactly tell you what happened, but it's fixed now. I genuinely do not have a clue what happened. But there are runners at the corners, 2 down, and what we've just learned is that Rick is a much better play-by-play guy than I am.
I don't think so, but if you think I can do anything with that computer, you're wrong.
The 0-1 is a strike. 0-2 to Vinny Rappel, who's walked, struck out, and flied out. I genuinely do not know what happened to our computer momentarily there, but it's fixed. And the 0-2 is strike 3 called, and the side is retired. But 2 more runs, and now at the end of 5 complete innings on the Bank Forward scoreboard, it's New Rockford-Sheyenne 7 and Carrington 2.
The Carrington Area Healthy Communities Coalition is a partnership of individuals and organizations working together to create a healthier community in which to work, live, and play. They support alcohol, drugs, smoking, vaping, and suicide prevention programs and promote activities such as pickleball, yoga, and park improvement. Their mission is to promote and support physical and mental health activities, prevention services, and community learning initiatives that promote a healthy lifestyle for the people of Carrington and surrounding areas. Visit healthycarrington.org.
Nothing has embodied the American spirit like the family farmer. Year after year, they continue to work the land and plant their crops. Through droughts, floods, and uncertain markets, they keep that spirit alive with another crop harvested for the next generation. And for that, we tip our hats to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
In Carrington, see Randy Hui.
It is a 7-2 New Rockford-Sheyenne lead as we go to the 6th inning with Tate Wolski, Jamison Coots, and James Rao to face the right-hander Jax DeMeester, who's thrown 75 pitches, and Ricky's only given up the 1 hit.
He's really settled in. Like I said last inning, you come in and you throw strikes, and same thing again, you got a 7-2 lead. Throw strikes, make him put the ball in play.
Wolski is 0 for 2. He's lined out and flied out.
And I have to say he's hit 2 balls really, really hard.
The pitch, and Wolski fouls it off over his own dugout. It's 0-1. Again, New Rockford-Sheyenne have another game. It's with Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Edgeley coming up half hour after this one. 0-1 the count. The pitch is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
See if Tate can find a way here. Get something going here in the 6th inning.
And now a smoked line drive foul past third.
He's had some pretty good swings here. Maybe going to line one up the middle here.
The 1-2 to Wolski. Curved ball slapped in the air, deep to left. Moving back, Rappel squares up. It hits the heel of his glove. And Wolski is into second on an E7. Oh, it hit the heel of his glove. And Jamison Coots will hit.
Very tough play, but he was back there, and I guess I'll say it again. two hands and that ball probably doesn't fall out of your glove.
So here's Coots with a chance to get a little closer.
Pass
and
ball.
That is a pass or a wild pitch. It gets Wolski to third. It's 1-0. Chance to put just a little bit more game pressure on New Rockford-Sheyenne.
Yeah, they're playing black for the out, up by 5.
And the 1-0 is outside, 2-0.
That's one of those things, again, you had some rhythm and terrific play getting back to that ball, but
2-0's fouled off.
I think he swung at ball 3 there, but you want to be aggressive, so.
2 balls and a strike. Again, sorry for that video lapse. Can't tell you what happened. Can't tell you how I fixed it. Ground ball to second. Cromlich will throw to first in time. Wolski scores. It's an RBI ground out, and it is 7-3.
Good job by him. Hit the ball hard, right at the second baseman, unfortunately, but New Rockford did the right thing there. You've got a 5-run lead. You get the out.
Yep.
You don't try to do too much.
James Rowell takes ball 1. He has flied out and struck out. 7-3 our score, the 1-0. Rowell fouls it straight back. The 8th grader even in the count 1-1.
Yeah, Carrington just has a lot of youth at the plate and so forth. I'm just really impressed with what they've been doing.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Not too many programs where you got 2 7th graders batting and an 8th grader batting, and they hang right in there.
That bounces in, 2-2. No, I
sometimes you see young kids pulling off and this or that and so forth, and you don't see that with these young Carrington players.
I don't have the stat in front of me, but I would imagine Carrington is among the youngest teams in Class B. Here's the 2-2. And Rowell watches it in the dirt, ball 3. DeMeester is now at 80 pitches. He has thrown 41 balls and 47 strikes. 3-2, and on deck Isaiah Otis. The payoff from the right-hander. Is strike 3 called on the outside corner, went back to the fastball. 2 down.
That's just one of those things, again, not making excuses for them or nothing like that. They're junior high guys going to the plate and so forth against these pitchers in the region and stuff like that.
Isaiah Otis rips it foul straight back.
Just shake that one off and come back up the next time and see what you can do.
Otis does not have an at-bat. He has walked twice. Here's the 0-1 from DeMeester. Hit in the air, pretty well to right, moving over his nose. It's past him and into the right field corner. Isaiah Otis into second with a double.
Good piece of hitting. Good job.
Went the other way with it. And here's Radke Huey.
Been waiting for him to get going, and there's a start. Nice base hit.
And he went the other way with it. He has seen the ball out of DeMeester's hands very well.
Like I said, he's a really, really good hitter.
Only the second hit for Carrington. Radke Huey takes ball 1.
Usually a contact hitter, mostly.
Huey has sacrificed and flied out. The 1-0. Radke stares down a strike at the knees. It's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. DeMeester deals in the dirt. Gets away, but not far enough to do anything with. 2-1. And this is not where you want to be making outs on the base paths.
Absolutely not.
2-1.
You never make the third out at third if you can help it.
The pitch. Huey stares down ball 3. With Landon Clifton on deck for Carrington. If Huey reaches, they at least turn the lineup over for the 7th inning.
That's really big.
3-1 is hit in the air to center. Moving underneath at Canadarud. He's got it. Side retired. So a run on a hit with an error and one left. And now at the end of 5.5 innings on the Bank Forward scoreboard, the Carrington Cardinals now trail New Rockford-Cheyenne by a count of 7-3.
Rest assured that you'll be treated with the care and respect you deserve at Central Pharmacy. Conveniently located in the heart of Carrington and New Rockford, Central Pharmacy delivers the kind of attention and commitment to improving your health care that the big box stores just can't. Central Pharmacy does it all, from medical supplies to prescriptions, health and wellness concerns. Plus, we have a great selection in our gift, boutique, and decor departments. Visit us on Facebook for up-to-date info. Central Pharmacy, your one-stop in Carrington and New Rockford.
Is it time for you to switch banks? Hi, I'm Tiffany Paulson at Bank Forward in Carrington. At Bank Forward, we have everything you get from a big bank, but we're small enough to give you exceptional service. Make the switch and let us show you the Bank Forward difference. Call 652-2852 or visit bankforward.com today. Putting the customer first since 1927. It's simply the Forward way. Bank Forward, member FDIC.
Reach your summit with Kyle Smith and his staff at Summit Physical Therapy in Carrington. Serving the area since 1997, we offer treatment for pain relief, vertigo, wound care, sports, and work injuries, as well as post-op and neurological rehab. Summit Physical Therapy has certified providers in dry needling, Raston, and myofascial cupping. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and in most cases, no referral required. Call us at 652-7179 to schedule an appointment today.
It's 9-1-2. Alex Canadarud, Tommy Almaris, and Sky Cromlick against Talon Maring, who is in for his second inning of work. First pitch to Canadarud is a strike over the inside corner. It's 0-1.
Yep, throw strikes.
0-1. The junior fires. Curve ball hit him. Well, you don't want to hit the 9-hole hitter.
No, that's not what you want to do with this gentleman coming up to the plate.
This gentleman is Tommy Almaris, who is 1 for 3 with a hit by pitch as well.
He crushed that last ball to right center.
And that was the nice play by Jacob Basons. On another day, it might have gone. The wind blowing in right there. Now that's inside, 1-0. Don't forget, we're with you at 11:45 tomorrow from City Park Field. It's Carrington and Hillsborough Central Valley. Here's the one. Check that.
Yep, 2-0.
The 1-0 is inside 2-0. That's right.
2 balls, girls.
2 balls, no strikes to count. The pitch is high ball 3. 3-0 with Sky Cromlick on deck. The stretch by Maring. He throws, and it's a strike 3-1.
The one thing I'll go back to with that number 9 batter and stuff like that, which is maybe something they'll talk over, but you had no balls and 1 strike on him, and you threw him.
3-1, hit through the left side. Another hit for Tommy Almaris.
And you tried to throw a curveball to him. And I'm just a believer, not that a number 9 hitter is not capable of getting a hit, but make him put the ball in play. Now you got yourself in a jam again with nobody out, first and second.
And Sky Cromlick, the hitter, he's 1 for 3 with a walk in a 7-3 game in the 6th. He shows bunt and takes ball 1.
I was wondering when this might come into play.
Cromlick can really handle the bat. Last year, they hit and run. They run and hit. They bunt and run. They did everything at the top of the order with Almaris and Cromlick. The 1-0. He shows bunt, bunts it in the air. Maring has it, drop, and it's an infield hit.
Well,
could he have caught that? It looked close.
It looked like a possibility. I don't know if he didn't react right away or whatever, but those are things that there was nobody to cover first.
And bases loaded, nobody out for Easton Simon. A danger zone now for Carrington. You do not want to get run ruled. The pitch is a strike. It's 0-1. This is the part of the lineup that can make 7-3 look a lot worse than that real quick with Simon and Weisenberger. Here's a swing and a drive to center. Moving in on it is Basons. He makes the catch. The runner tags, and coming home is Canadarud with an RBI sacrifice fly. Going to third base is Almaris, and it's 8-3 on the RBI sac fly by Easton Simon.
Looks like they kind of collided out there almost, so kind of surprising. I'm sure Jacob was calling them off.
Weisenberger has been on every time. 2 singles, a double, and a walk. 8-3 the pitch. Weisenberger, fly ball, shallow left, coming on, Clifton. He's got it. The runner will tag and score as Almaris comes home, and it's 9-3 on the sac fly RBI.
Now batting number 20, Leighton Jacobson.
Leighton Jacobson will hit. That's exactly what you want to do, though. Fundamental baseball. You got bases loaded, nobody out, 2 fly balls later, you got 2 runs home. Now
Yep.
Jacobson fouls it off.
Yeah, that's the key. You don't have to try to do too much. You got 2 sacrifice flies, and I thought Tate maybe gave up on that ball a little bit early. That's just my opinion. If he maybe catches that guy might not tag up.
The 0-1 is a good knee-buckling breaking ball. It's 0-2. Jacobson 2 for 4 with 2 singles in the game. Carrington in the 7th will have Clifton, Basons, and Mering coming up. The 0-2. Check swing in the dirt, 1-2.
Something that's quite different from the high school to the college game. When college coaches, when that ball hits the dirt and you're on base, you're supposed to be off and running, but a little bit different in high school.
The 1-2. Swung on and slapped through the left side, a base hit. On to second goes Cromlich. On the 3rd hit of the game for Leighton Jacobson. And now Jackson Simon, who's 0 for 2, but he's reached on 2 errors, a walk, and a hit by pitch. He's been on all 4 times, despite being 0 for 2.
That's baseball.
Yes, it is. The pitch outside 1-0. What was it now? The late, great John Sterling would tell Susan Waldman, that's baseball, Susan.
Yep.
A 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Now, if you look at that, I mean, just see what they learned. A fastball, he was way behind that.
So that would tell me to throw another one.
Yep.
Here's a 1-1. Instead, he goes to the breaking ball, 2-1. We'll have 2 for you tomorrow. Hillsborough Central Valley, 11:45. Belva, 3:45. The 2-1 is high, 3-1. And then Saturday, same times for Lemoore, Litchville, Marion, Edgeley, and Kidder County, respectively. The 3-1 is low, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Jax DeMeester. And I kid you not that I promise you that Dave Scogan will pull out whatever hair he has left if they strand the bases loaded again. I swear he will.
Yeah, that's frustrating with
ball 1 here to DeMeester. They've stranded the bases loaded 3 times in the game, and they've stranded 2 in the other 2 innings. The pitch. Inside 2-0. Two and 0 the count. The stretch by Mering. He throws. Ball 3 high.
Well, we'll see if the old coach gives him the green light. 3-0.
7-hole hitter, I kind of doubt it.
I'd be surprised if he swings, but
3-0. Right through there, 3-1. Did you ever have a kid that should have had a red light and swung and actually did something good?
Oh, yes.
3-1, ball 4. That's low.
Yes, for sure. That's just one thing about this game. Sometimes when you're coaching, you go like this. I don't know.
A Dakota Central call to the bullpen coming for Wayne Shipman. Are you still mad at the kid for swinging when he does something good and he shouldn't have swung?
No. No. You're going like, that's just kind of like in basketball. No. Yeah, good shot.
That's exactly right.
It's just one of those things that, and I'm telling you what, I've sometimes had really, really good baseball players who you give the green light to, and they don't take that green light, and I always wanted them to, because if they throw that ball right down the middle, you want to take a swing, in my opinion. Of course, it depends on the circumstances of the game and everything, too, of what's going on.
Pitching debut for Radke Hui here. He will pitch Isaiah Otis at third and Talon Maring to second.
Again, I think probably pitch count wise, saving Talon and that, and
for Saturday,
for the games and that, and
which tells me that in all likelihood, the Monday game in Wishick is either Basons or Maring.
Yeah, I would think so.
And whoever that isn't is probably the starter against Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Edgeley.
The thing is, right now, with not having many games, and it's tough to get 7 innings out of your starting pitcher. You hope throughout the year you can build that arm up a little bit, and same for every ball club. But again, I'll just say this: some kids that have put in that extra effort of lifting weights and getting stronger and being faster and everything, that goes a long way.
The Twins lost to the Nationals 7-5 today. Anyone want to take a guess whether it was the starters or the bullpen that gave it up? Here's Vinny Rappel, 0 for 3 with a walk. He takes ball 1. The possible winning run is at first base in the person of Jax DeMeester. If these 3 guys score, the game is over. It's 10-3 here in the 6th.
We
and
got
a foul straight back by Rappel, 1-1.
Number 24 is running at first.
Yes, that is Austin Weisenberger running at first for Jax DeMeester. 1-1. The pitch to Rappel is high, 2-1.
Tough situation to come in, despite the score is 10-3 with the bases loaded. 7th grader on the mound. I mean, you can understand the nervousness a little bit. And
2-1, ball 3. By the way, how about we keep talking about rough luck. How about the rough luck of South Border lately? Losing on a walk-off home run against Kidder County, losing on a walk-off home run to New Rockford-Sheyenne, as that's ball 4, and it's 11-3, and everybody moves up. But how about that rotten luck?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I said, the game sometimes is just amazing.
Alex Canadarud led off this inning by being hit by a pitch. If he singles, the game will be over. The pitch. Did he get hit? He almost got hit again. It's 1-0.
I sure hope they can get out of the inning. It'd be nice to get more at-bats for your team in the 7th, The
1-0, a strike, 1-1 from Hui. One and one, Radke throws. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Nice pitch there, right at the knees.
He does that again. They will come back to the bat rack. The 1-2. Inside, 2-2. Tommy Ulmerus is on deck. 2-2 with 3 on and 2 out. The pitch, high ball 3. In an 11-3 game on the Bank Forward scoreboard.
They'll be off to the races now.
Now a hit definitely ends it. There go all the runners. The 3-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3, the first varsity strikeout for Radke Hui. But in the inning, 4 runs scored. Now we go to the 7th. New score on the Bank Forward scoreboard. New Rockford-Sheyenne 11, Carrington 3.
Guard Dental in Carrington has your smile on the mind. Guard Dental specializes in orthodontics, cosmetic dentistry, teeth whitening, dental crowns and bridges, dental veneers, dental implants, general and family dentistry, root canals, clear aligner orthodontics, sedation dentistry, dentures, lasers, TMJ therapy, and wisdom teeth removal. Call Guard Dental today for family dentistry and beyond. Guard Dental in Carrington, 701-652-2300.
Your first car. It may have been a fixer-upper, but you treated it right. It was your own. That's how Showplace Cabinetry approaches each crafted piece. We deliver it to you with care, because it's our own. Central City Lumber can help you choose the design of your dreams. Give them a test drive. This American-made cabinetry is adaptable to your unique style and built with pride. Every single piece is back for a lifetime. Bet you wish you had that deal on your car. Stop in at Central City Lumber of Carrington, and let's build a beautiful kitchen or bath that really turns heads.
Don't forget now that Cardinal Baseball has the Jamboree going on tomorrow, but Cardinal Softball also involved in the premier Jamboree in this state, as they will be at Fargo Midseason Madness. They play Grand Forks Central at 1, and then either Hillsborough Central Valley or Fargo Shanley at 5. Here is Landon Clifton leading off the 7th inning, and he takes ball 1 from DeMeester, who's at 97 pitches. Clifton has struck out and grounded out. He'll be followed by Basons and Maring. The pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. And how about that softball team? After midseason madness, they will play for the number 1 seed on Monday night in Mayville against Thompson. The 1-1 inside.
Got a good group of gals there with all kinds of possibilities.
2-1, trying to get to a second straight state tournament. And that's lined up the middle. A backhanded play by Cromlech. Throw to first. What a play by Sky Cromlech, ranging far to his right towards center field, and he makes the play.
Great play, but you feel bad for the 7th grader. He could have had a base hit.
You do feel bad for him, but that's some leather being shown off right there by Sky Cromlech. Here's Jacob Basons, a walk and 2 flyouts, and he takes a strike 0-1.
See if he can hit one on the button here. Line drive.
Here's the 0-1. High, 1-1. How about this stat for you, Rick? That softball team we're talking about, their team OPS is 1,100.
Wow. That's amazing.
The 1-1 is high, 2-1. I mean, that's their lowest OPS in the starting lineup is 850.
That's crazy.
They're 2-1. Fastball, swing and a miss, 2-2. And Mara Coots is still over 1750 in her OPS, which is absurd. Here's a 2-2. Low. 3-2 with Taylon Maring on deck.
Like I said, she's got one of the nicest swings I've really honestly ever seen. Just really fun to watch.
3-2. Basons taps it foul, still 3-2. 106 pitches now for Jax DeMeester. And New Rockford-Sheyenne hopes that they can get Easton Simon back on the mound by season's end. A swing and a miss, strike 3. And for DeMeester today, that is strikeout number 5. Cardinals down to their final out, and it's Taylon Maring who has one of the 2 Cardinal hits. By the way, New Rockford did, in fact, strand the bases loaded again in the last half inning.
Yes, they did.
Maring fouls it away. It's 0-1. They batted 6 times, which means you can only possibly strand 18 runners. They've stranded 16. The pitch. Maring lines it into left, and he's got a multi-hit game. Boy, he's had a nice season.
He sure has. Really, really improved at the plate. Very impressed with him.
And now Max Whitman gets an at-bat, and you and I know what he's going to try to do in this at-bat. He's going to try and park one into the trees. The pitch. Whitman takes in the dirt, 1-0.
hopefully he just tries to swing and make nice contact because he's got enough strength for it to go.
Here's the 1-0. And he rips one into center. Going back, Canadarud reaches out, and he can't get it. Or no, he did get it.
Yeah.
Canadarud made a great catch. And the ball game is over. The New Rockford-Sheyenne Rockets pick up the win by a final count of 11-3. And we will have our post-game report, which includes a visit from Wayne Shipman right after this on the I3G Sports Network.
Life is about moments, big or small, joyful or challenging. At Carrington Health Center, we believe everyone in our community deserves compassionate care close to home, so you can focus on enjoying those moments surrounded by the people you love. At our facility, we put the care in
physical therapy,
radiology,
the acute care
clinic.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jango, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Carrington Drug, your independently owned Good Neighbor Pharmacy, salutes caregivers everywhere, the ones who aid an aging parent or nurturing a sick child. The fact is, we are all caregivers at different times, and your community pharmacist is ready to go above and beyond to support you with encouragement and guidance, good times and bad. Visit with Matt Paulson and his expert staff at Carrington Drug, 415 Main Street in Carrington, caring for you and our community.
We're back in New Rockford as the New Rockford-Sheyenne Rockets defeat the Carrington Cardinals this afternoon in Region 3B play by a final count of 11-3. Now the totals for the Rockets, 11 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. They left 16. For Carrington, 3 runs, 3 hits, 4 errors. They stranded 6. The winning pitcher is Jax DeMeester. He's 2-3. Jamison Coots picks up the loss. He is 0-1. Time of the ball game, 1 hour and 50 minutes as the Cardinals drop to 1-6 overall. They have 6 games left in the regular season, and 3 of those will be region games. It all starts tomorrow. They'll be at home, taking on both Hillsborough Central Valley and Belva Drake Animus. And before all that, we'll be joined by Wayne Shipman in a moment, right here on the I3G Sports Network.
Fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Head on over to Headlocks of Carrington for some great deals after the Cardinals game. If you and your friends come in sporting any Cardinals gear, you'll not only receive the friendliest service around, but also special discounts. Ask for more details and visit us on Facebook for all of our happenings.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
There's no community like a Cenex community. That's why every Cenex store is proud to serve theirs by supporting local athletic teams, promoting the arts, and making sure each store is a place its neighbors can find what they need, catch up with their friends, and stay connected. It's also why we give back, helping to make the wonderful places we call home the best they can be. The store next door, powered locally at Cenex.
Visit your local Arrowwood Prairie Co-op in Carrington, Wimbledon, Cooperstown, and Sutton.
Back in New Rockford now with the head coach of the Cardinals, Wayne Shipman. And, all right, some good, some not so good in the game, but you did get 5 pitchers some work. What did you make of the game overall?
I thought it was all right. You know, we gave up some runs there in those last, 3 innings there of their hitting, where maybe 2-2-4, maybe the 2-2s could have been zeros. The 4 could have been less. You know, we made a couple of plays, or if we'd have made a couple plays in the field, but that's been us all year, you know. When we make plays, like the first 4 innings, we're right in the ball game, and it just seems like for us, you know, if one thing happens, it just snowballs. You know, we just got to find a way to eliminate that. Make a play after one of those, you know, and get us out of it, come in with a little pep, hit the ball. We hit some balls hard today, I thought. unfortunately, right to them. A couple balls of Tate's kind of hung up in the wind. Once they got out there, they were able to run under it. But all in all, I think I see a lot of improvement.
Thought Jamison was really good out there on the mound after that first inning. He settled right in.
Yeah, I just think I told him when he's done, I said, you know what, Jamison, the only thing you have left to become a good pitcher is what? And he says confidence. I go, well, that never hurts. I go, but all you need is some more experience, and you're going to be tough.
Talon Maring, 2 of your team's 3 hits. He rips the double past third. He lines a single into left field. This is a young man that he just does not even look like the same player as last year.
No, he's hitting the ball well, and that's a welcome sight. I mean, but yeah, he's hit it well. Hopefully he keeps doing it, And then Max, he hit a couple balls hard today and nothing to show for it, but that's baseball, they hit a couple seeing eye singles. We hit a couple, can't say it on the air, rockets out to the outfield, and they happen to run and catch them. That's life. That's baseball. You got to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, this sport can be so cruel. You got Landon Clifton hitting a perfect single into center field, and Sky Cromlech is probably the only second baseman in this region that can make that play.
Yeah, he made a nice play on it and a good throw. A lot of times you make that catch and then you throw it in the dirt or something because you think you need to be in a hurry, and he did a good job of taking his time and making a good throw. Yeah, that was a good play. I thought he had himself a hit there, but like I say, that's how it goes.
Now, the other key thing here is, yes, you used a bunch of pitchers, but none of them threw more than 45 pitches, so they can all come back Saturday for you, which is the crucial day. But tomorrow is a day to get at bats against live pitching and to get the ball hit to you so you can make a play, right?
That's going to be 100% the message when I talk to him over there. Tomorrow's about, you want to win every game you play, obviously, but tomorrow's about improving, putting the ball in play, hitting the ball hard. And when you're on defense, want the ball hit to you and make the play. If you don't, move on to the next play. That one's over. Nothing we can do about it.
Because, yes, it's Hillsborough, Central Valley, and Velva, but there is almost zero chance that they're going to throw their ace at you, just like you're not going to throw your ace at them.
Right, yeah. And the only reason I bought Tate in there, it was a 3-2 ball game, and they had the bases loaded. Let's try to get out of it and keep it close. And he did get out of that one. Then the next inning, they got a couple hits. And, you think you learn there is they're a good fastball hitting team. You can't just try to gas one by them because they're going to hit it hard somewhere.
That's something that Dave's teams have always done well, is hit the fastball.
Yeah. I think if you watch them enough, they sit and they wait for a fastball till they're behind in the count, and that's a sign of a good hitting team, really. Don't swing at the junk if you don't have to.
All right. Well, we'll see you tomorrow at home against Hillsborough and Velva.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you very much.
That's Cardinal head coach Wayne Shipman. We'll take a break. Rick and I will wrap it up in a moment on the I3G Sports Network.
When you're thinking about insurance, think of Bickett Insurance. Bickett Insurance, through our partnership with Auto Owners Insurance, can take care of your farm, home, auto, business, or life insurance needs. The agents at Bickett Insurance have over 115 years of insurance experience. We know how to design policies to protect the things important to you. Give Bickett Insurance a call today.
Better get Bickett. Bickett Insurance Agency. Better get Bickett. Bickett Insurance Agency.
We're back in New Rockford. Cardinals fall 11-3. B.J. Walters, Rick Christensen wrapping it up. I think Wayne said it really well. Tomorrow is a day where, listen, guys, these are not region games. You should want the ball hit to you tomorrow.
Absolutely. You play, like I said, when I was coaching with Wayne even, and all through my years, I tell those players, you probably wouldn't want to play with me because I want every ball hit to me. I want to be at the plate when it matters the most and whatever, this or that. And, yeah, it's a perfect day to you're going against an opponent you don't know really much of anything about. Go up there at the plate, relax, put the ball in play, make the plays on defense, and get some confidence going in. I feel bad for them because they're a decent ball club even though they're young and stuff like that. It's just that plays absolutely have to be made. There's not a lot of margin for mistakes when you're young because making up a bigger deficit of runs is a little more difficult when you got, 2 7th graders and an 8th grader batting in the lineup. And that's not taking anything away from them either. I'm impressed by what they're doing and stuff like that. But hopefully it can come together by the time they get to the region tournament, they're going to have played 7 games in 6 days by the time they get to Tuesday. So that should give you some momentum, I would think.
Now that I think about it, unless I'm mistaken, and I don't think I am, the Hillsborough game last year was the first game of the year. It was here. And did the game end with Ethan Roller being thrown out at the plate by like a foot?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a really good baseball game.
Yes. Yeah.
So, that's what we've got for you at noon tomorrow, 11:45 airtime, Carrington and Hillsborough Central Valley. Then the Burros will play Belva at 2. So come on out to the ballpark, enjoy baseball. And then Belva will play Carrington at 4. We're with you at 3:45. Our great thanks to Dave Scogan and Elliot Belquist and the entire crew here in New Rockford for their hospitality. We love coming over here, that is for sure. Now, speaking on behalf of our entire crew, including Rick Christensen, my name is BJ Walters. Final count here today. The Carrington Cardinals dropped this one to the New Rockford-Sheyenne Rockets by a final count of 11-3. Until tomorrow morning from City Park Field, good night from New Rockford.
Carrington Cardinal Baseball has been brought to you by Gar Dental, Central City Lumber, CHI St. Alexius Carrington Medical Clinic, Professional Eye Care Centers, Carrington Drug, Headlocks, Arrowwood Prairie Co-op, Bickett Insurance, Sendak, Bassett Motors, Bank Forward in Carrington, High Plains Equipment, Carrington Dental Care, Leading Edge Equipment, Dakota Central, Old National Bank, DJ's Home Center, Evans Funeral Home, Farmers Union Insurance, Randy Huey Agent, Napa Auto Parts, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, the Carrington Healthy Communities Coalition, Central Pharmacy, Central City H2O Plus, and Summit Physical Therapy. The proceeding has been a presentation of I3G Media Sports on 1600 AM and 100.1 FM, The Cardinal.